All right, y'all. I'm back to give y'all part 2 of basic understanding and knowledge of the birth chart. All right, so y'all not gonna leave y'all hanging like that. I had to come back with another video. All right, so let's just get into. So you remember in the last video, and if you haven't watched my other video, I suggest you go and watch the other video. But if not, it is okay. You are more than welcome to chill and relax and stay and listen to this one as well. But after you watch this one, make sure you go watch the other one because it'll all make sense. But you guys remember in the last video when I said that the ascendant sign is one of the most important signs. Well, the reason why your ascendant sign is one of the most important signs is because your ascendant sign maps out your whole entire birth chart. It determines what houses are gonna what signs your houses are gonna be in, where the planets go, and to the degree that they are going to go in, because remember, they are all equally important. Now understand this: your birth chart is broken down into 12 houses. Each house is represented by each zodiac sign, starting from Aries all the way to Pisces. Also, I like to call them the 4 pillars in the birth chart. If there are any other astrologers that come across this video and want to comment and, say, hey, add to this, I'm open to that. I'm open because I'm still learning. But I like to call them the 4 pillars in your birth chart. And this is your ascendant sign, your IC. They're not signs, they're actually lines or points in your birth chart. The ascendant line goes all the way across from your ascendant to your 7th house, which is your descendant. Your IC sign, which goes from your 4th house to your midheaven. So you got your you got your ascendant sign, you got your IC, you got your DC, your descendant line, and you got your MC, your midheaven. Ascendant sign, who you are. IC line, where you're from. DC or descendant line, who you with. MC or midheaven, what you do. Get it, got it. All right, so let's break down the 12 houses. So let's just say, for example, let's just keep it simple. Let's just say you have an Aries ascendant. If you have an Aries ascendant, that means that your first house is going to be in Aries. Your second house is going to be in Taurus. Your third house in Gemini. Fourth house in Cancer. So on, so forth. Get it? All right. Let's just use another example. Let's just say that you are a Libra ascendant. Depending on the degree of the ascendant, it can be in your first house can be in Libra, or your first house can be in Scorpio. But for time's sake, let's just say that anyway. So let's just say you have a Libra ascendant. Your first house would be in Scorpio. Your second house would be in Sagittarius. Your third house will be in Capricorn. Your fourth house would be in Aquarius. So on, so forth. Get it, got it. All right, y'all. The first house. The first house is the Aries house, and it is ruled by Mars. This house rules the body. Okay? Your second house is the Taurus house. This house is ruled by Venus. And this house rules your money, your family. Your family can be seen here. It also represents the type of food you eat. And what else can be seen in the second house? It's a lot of other things that could be seen in the second house, but the most important thing you need to know is your money, the things that you value the most, and your family can be seen in the second house. Your third house. Your third house is the Gemini house. This house is ruled by Mercury. This house rules your mind, how you think, your speech, your communication, younger siblings, I believe, aunts, other siblings. Also, early childhood education can be seen here, and short trips can be seen there, I believe. All right, I think that's right. Your fourth house Your fourth house is the Cancer house. Fourth house is ruled by the moon. This is a very important house because this is the house of the mother. Your mother can be seen here. This is your ancestral lineage. This also is the house of happiness. This is the home house. And also, guess what? A lot of people don't know. This is the house that rules what? Cars. Cars and homes. Yes, the fourth house represents cars and homes. Your fifth house is the Leo house. This house is ruled by the sun. This house rules your passion, your creativity. It's the house of the children. It's also the house of your romantic partners. Also your first child can be seen in the fifth house as well. If you have kids or whatever. But if you have kids, your first child can be seen in the fifth house. The sixth house. Your sixth house is your Virgo house. This house is also ruled by Mercury. This is the health house and this is the work house. Now, this is also the house of your open enemies, depending on if you resonate with sidereal or Western astrology. This house can also be known as the house of your open enemies. Seventh house, the relationship house. This house is the Libra house. It is also ruled by Venus. This is your relationship house and your house of partnerships. This is where you can see your marriage partners, the type of marriage partners that you will attract, whether you decide to get married, don't get married, date around, whatever type of relationships you attract in this life will be seen through the seventh house. Now, also, this is the house of your open enemies as well. Again, this depends on if you resonate with sidereal astrology or Western astrology. The eighth house. This is the Scorpio house and it's ruled by Pluto and Mars. Depending on if you resonate with sidereal or Western astrology. This is the house of sudden and unexpected changes. This is the house of secrets. This is the house of sex. This is the house of the occult. This is also the house of shared assets, the house of your in-laws. This is the house of other people's money. And a little side note, this is sugar daddy house. Or sugar mama, whatever one you like to do. You know what I'm saying? No judgment here. The ninth house is the Sagittarius house, is ruled by Jupiter. This is the house of your gurus, your teachers, your leaders. This is the house where you will probably have an abundance of things, depending on what planet you have in it. This is where you'll have a lot of luck and abundance. This is the house of long distance travel and faraway places. The 10th house is the Capricorn house. This is ruled by Saturn. This is your career house and a house of your public image. And also, this is the house of the father. Your father can be seen in this house. Now, some astrologers say this is the house of the mother, but I personally just like to use this house as the father. Your 11th house is the Uranus house, and it's ruled, it's I can't even say it. Gosh, I'm tongue-tied. The 11th house. Your 11th house is your Aquarius house and is ruled by Uranus. This is the house of organizations, groups, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. This is also the house of gains. Last but not least, the 12th house. The 12th house is the Pisces house and it is ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. This is the spiritual house. This is the house of the subconscious. This is the house of losses. This is the house of hidden enemies. This is the house of bed pleasures as well. This is the house of your deep subconscious. And did I say faraway places? Yeah, I think I did say faraway places. It's a whole lot of stuff that go on in the 12th house. It's also a karmic house. It's also the house where your past life can be seen. All right. So I hope that helped y'all. If y'all want me to do another video, I will. All right. I got to go. Love you. Bye.